these brave fellows. And this is turn 3, and we've had the Russians activate here, and that was Dr. Off's second column, and they moved up, and they've actually crossed the that blue line there, which will then begin to allow us to roll for alert for Mortier. Okay, so the French only have one activation that can move, and that's going to be the only one that can actually do anything is Graindorge's column. Command. Okay, and they're actually gonna move. They're gonna just attack these grenadiers and Jaegers that are there in that rough terrain. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just jump right to defensive fire. And so what we have is right here we've got 4 and 4. That's 8, and they're gonna defensive fire this larger stack here. Okay, is what they're gonna fire at. Okay, so that is in clear terrain. So there's no die modifiers. We got leaders within 2 hexes of both target and firing unit. So we roll on the dice, and that is, I said it was an 8, right? Okay, 8. And they rolled a 1, which is going to be no effect. Okay, so now we go to offensive fire, and we've got both these 2, all of Graindorge's infantry are going to fire on that the Russians there, so that's going to be 15. Okay, that maxes it out, and he's in broken terrain, so that means there's going to be a -1 to the die roll. Other than that, everything is going to stay equal. So we roll the dice, and we rolled a 6 -1 is going to be a 5, and we maxed out. So 5 here is going to be an R and a D. RD, target units retreat 1 hex and suffer fatigue. Okay, they're not already fatigued, so we don't have to worry about that. So they're going to suffer fatigue, and they're going to retreat 1 hex. So we're going to flip them over and retreat them right to there. Okay, now what we can do is we can move units in to that hex. Okay, and so what we want to do is we want to move these and these into there. Okay, and Graindorge is going to stay right here with these. Okay, and so what we do is we're going to attack now with these, and that they're going to attack at we're going to attack at 5 and 5. Okay, that's the third number here. So that's 5 and 5. That's going to be 10. These guys are fatigued, so that's half of 4. 8 is 4, and half of 6 is 3. So that's 7. So that's going to be it's just going to be straight 1 to 1. Flip those guys back over, put them in here. Okay, so that's going to be 1 to 1, and we've got in the melee, the modifiers for melee. We don't have. We already half the units fatigued, but we still have to roll for melee if they're going to succeed. Okay, and so we get a 3 for the French, and so they pass, and so we don't have to roll for the Russians because they're at 7 strength, and they're against 10, so that's going to be 1 to 1. They only have to roll if it's 2 to 1 or worse. So we got a straight 1 to 1. Leaders are in range with both. Terrain. The terrain, which is rough, is going to be down here. It's broken. I'm sorry. It's going to be a 1 left shift. So it's now, instead of a 1 to 1, it's going to be a 1 to 2. Okay, which is not good for the French. They shouldn't have attacked. Okay, so we get a 4 on the 1 to 2. The 4 is a 1 loss for the attacker and an F, red F for the defender. Okay, that's going to be right there. So the Russians have to check fatigue. Okay, and the French have to lose a unit. Okay, the unit's eliminated. So we're just going to eliminate the top unit here. So he's eliminated. That wasn't good for the French. Okay, and then they got to roll for their fatigue roll, and they've got a leader that's within 1 hex, so they get to add that leader. Okay, but we rolled a 6. Okay, and they've got a 3 and I think a 2, so they're going to rout. Okay, they're going to rout, so they're going to move double, which is 3 and 3 is 6. That's double. Okay, and in this broken terrain, it only cost them 1. So they're going to retreat. So here we go. We're going to move these guys back. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're going to enter that Stein town hex, okay, where they can actually stop. And we're going to mark them with a route marker, and so they are routed. Okay, and so that ends the turn. He should have been flipped over. Okay, I won't flip him back because the turn's going to be over. He should have been flipped, but we're going to stop. Well, no. That was the, we still got an activation. We still got the Russians to activate one more this turn. Okay, so that's the end of the turn of the French activation for turn 3. We have one more Russian activation.